What is up, gangstas? Welcome back to a new YouTube video. I hope y'all are doing well. If you're new around here, my name is Alan and I make Minecraft videos, and today I'm actually going to be making a redemption video. I actually haven't made a YouTube video in almost a year, so I wanted to make a coming back video and do a big video. So I'm going to be making a 3 to 4 part series of me making a Minecraft server, and I'm going to show y'all from start to finish of me making a Minecraft server. I'm trying to make it as original as possible. You know, obviously I'm a kind of copy and paste from different ideas I've had in the past, you know, inspirations of other servers. But we're trying to, you know, make it as original as possible. Nothing's going to be pre-set up. Nothing's going to be pre-built except for maybe like 1 or 2 things. Like I said, I'm gonna try to. My goal with this video and making the server is to make it as original as possible and show you guys that it is possible to make a server like that. And obviously, we're not gonna make it pay to win. We want to make it as free to play as possible. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the video. I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek. I'm actually recording this video, this intro, halfway into the first part. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give y'all a little sneak peek that some progress is being made. And this is obviously just the aesthetic part of stuff that's being done. And it does look pretty nice so far. This is the spawn area and it does look nice. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get straight to the video. Alrighty. Before we go ahead and jump into the video, I'm actually going to do a quick little overview of essentially what I want to get done in the first half of this video. I want to essentially break this video up into 2 halves. So the first half being is more of kind of just the general setup. And then the second half is more of like the specific stuff. So what I'm going to actually start with in the first half is stuff like NPCs for, you know, our shops, anything of that sort. Second thing being the scoreboard, which you're going to see I actually set up the first time, replaced the plugin with a different one because the first one was broken. And then you'll see me set up the ranks. And then you're going to see me set up the scoreboard again. But it's just because I'm adding more placeholders instead of, because you'll see in the first clip that I set up the scoreboard, but in the second clip of the scoreboard, you're actually going to see me put the placeholders in there, so there's actually information on the scoreboard. And then for the last segment of this half of the video is actually going to be that farming area that I wanted to make for people to be able to farm the crops without, you know, really expensive to them, because it automatically regenerates, and then they're able to farm that at any point in any, you know, really whenever they want to, and it's completely free. But yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this video with the NPCs. Essentially what I'm gonna be setting NPCs up for is actually mainly shops, and then a few of them will be used for warps. So some of the shops, the NPCs I'm gonna set up are the ones for the farm, the NPC crate, or the crate NPC, mines NPC, blocks NPC, etc., etc. You're going to go ahead and see me setting them up individually, and then you'll see me fixing the tiles as well. Alrighty, now that we've completed actually making the NPCs, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the scoreboard. So I actually, in this clip, you're gonna see that I set up the scoreboard, but then something happens with the plugin for the scoreboard, and I actually have to remove it and replace it. So that's why it may seem like a little bit confusing of where I set it up, remove it, and then add something else. It's just because the plugin stopped working. And then you'll also see further in this video, after this clip and after the next clip, you're going to see that I'm actually going to work on the scoreboard again, and it's me putting the placeholders in. So in this next clip, you're not going to see me put placeholders in, but you will see me do that later in this video. What I really wanted to focus on with the scoreboard is actually really making sure everything that was useful in the game was on the right side of my screen. So that's why you're going to see that I actually go ahead and include coins, hearts, kills, deaths, online, and then playtime. I feel like those are probably the most useful things to know. And you're actually going to see, ironically, that the playtime is actually, right now, actually recording this commentary, it's at 2 days. So I've been working on the server for 2 days of time, so 48 hours. This clip was about, about 2 hours long, or maybe an hour and a half. And I put it in 1,000 times speed on Premiere Pro, and it actually is only 6 minutes long now. But if you want to skip after this clip, go right ahead, because like I said, it's 6 minutes long of me just editing the scoreboard. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty, now that we've gone ahead and set up the NPCs and the scoreboard, I decided it would be a good idea to go ahead and move on to the ranks. I'm not going to set up the permissions quite yet, that's going to be in the next video, but you're actually going to see me just go ahead and set up the basic ranks, such as the ones that are paid for, and then the ones for the staff team, such as owner, admin, senior mod, etc, etc. I went ahead and actually kind of based the ranks around the server name, which in this case would be Energy Craft. So you're gonna see some things like Spark or like Energy or anything like that. I was kind of, you know, trying to base it off Energy. So you're gonna see that once I go ahead and head to that clip. But in this video, I'm not gonna do any permissions. I'm just gonna be setting up the ranks themselves so that it's kind of like a placeholder for now until I can actually get that set up. But yeah, let's go. Without ado, let's go and get straight into the video. So it actually turns out that I did not even actually record, or at least I deleted the recording, but I actually didn't record putting the placeholders into the scoreboard. So what I'm actually going to do is just actually show you guys what I did. And it's actually pretty simple. All I literally did was I added, let's do a better background. I added the title OP Lifesteal. I added the date and time for the player. I added the rank prefix, and then your name, coins, hearts, kills, deaths. The key all is actually something that I wanted to add, so it's a key all every 30 or 40 minutes. And then the online player count, and then the play time, and then just the shop URL. So I felt like it was pretty appropriate just to keep it as simple as this. I think it looks pretty good, but that's obviously my opinion. But yeah, just wanted to make sure it was very clear. This is what the end result looks like. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did for the farm area. I actually really like this area, so I've set up a little hologram of you kind of just pointing to the areas. And then I got a little NPC for the farming shop, and then I got just a little hologram just for content. What I'm really happy about is actually, well, I'll go and demonstrate. I put myself in survival. Boom, boom, boom. You actually see that everything's actually going really good. So we see that when I mine all these crops, they get reseeded, and then they actually grow back really quickly. What I had to do was just increase the tick speed for the server, which is just, you know, /game rule random tick speed, and I set it to like 100, or like, it was probably a lot more like 100 because it's just for this world. But you can see actually everything grows back, and then it's gonna be the same thing if I were to come over here and do the carrots, and then same thing if I were to come do the potatoes. And it also drops some XP once I mine some of the crops. But we see pretty much it grows back very quickly. We're actually watching it grow in real time. So yeah, I'm actually really excited of how this is turning out. The only thing I really want to change is just like the setup of the shop, because you can sell items through essentials, and you're actually going to get more return than you would with the wheat or with this shop. So I'm probably going to have to change the return on this, and then I'm also going to add the ability to mass sell, because you can only do individually, which is a little bit annoying, but that's all right. But yeah, this is just kind of the overview of the farming, and I'm gonna go into the next segment of this video. Alrighty, now that I've actually gone over the first half of the video, I'm gonna go and outline the second part of the video. And the second half of this video is actually gonna entail some of the more finite details. The first half is gonna be about the small details, so such as holograms, signs, RTP. And then the second one is gonna be more small details, such as the jail map, which I'm actually gonna make a full map just dedicated to people who are jailed. It's actually I felt like it was a decent idea, but you'll see me set it up if I have a video of that. And then I'm also gonna just do a quick a cinematic of the wild map. I wanted to prioritize that we make it as unique as possible, so it is a custom generated terrain. That was the goal of the video. And then once I finish that, I'm actually gonna show you guys the crates. I'm just gonna only show you the setting up the daily crate, because actually just setting up one of the crates took me 20 minutes. And the reason is because I was setting it up. I have two different crates that I was setting up. I was setting up daily and mystical, and it happened that I actually put all the prizes for daily into mystical, and I didn't realize that. And I'm like, I left click to see the preview of daily crate, and I'm like, where are the rewards? So I open up mystical and they're there. So I had to go in the config and then move it over. And then not only that, but it was just a lot. It takes a long time to add those items. Actually, recording this commentary, I only have 2 crates done. So it takes a long time to get those crates done, but I'm gonna go ahead and just show you one, just to show that it won't go perfectly when you're setting up a server like this. But it's just through trial and error is where you succeed. And then once I finish the overview of the crates, I'm gonna go ahead and actually just do a quick cinematic of the menus and NPCs, just with a mild commentary, just to show you guys what's set up so far. And then once I'm done with that, I'm actually gonna conclude this video with just an overview and setup of the mines. I really wanted to kind of focus in on making the server non-pay to win, or at least we want to make some sort of revenue so we can support the server. But we want to make it as free to play as possible. So I wanted to make sure that, one, it's easily accessible to get crops. So that's why I made the farm over here. And then 2, I wanted to also make sure that it's actually really easy to get ores. So I went ahead and set up a mine, and I actually set it up to where the ores regenerate automatically once you mine them. So I figured that would actually be a really good idea. And you're going to see that once I do that cinematic. And yeah, without further ado, let's go and get straight into the second half of this video. Alrighty, for the next section of this video, we're actually going to be going over the daily crate. So what I really wanted to focus on was making sure that the free crates were as, kind of trying to match the energy of the ones that can be bought with actual money. The whole goal of it was to obviously make it as balanced as possible. So I'm only going to show you the daily crate for now, or of me setting it up. But once I'm actually done with that one and the vote crate, I'll go and show you both and then compare the two. Like I said, I wanted to make it as fair as possible. So I added a couple benefits that might seem a little bit overpowered, but I put them in the free crates. So I wanted to make sure, like I said, it was as balanced as possible. But without further ado, let's go and get straight into that clip. So for the next segment of this video, I decided to actually go ahead and finish setting up the NPCs. Instead of actually me showing you me working on it, I'm just going to do a quick cinematic of me setting them up. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into that. Alrighty, so what I'm actually going to be doing next is going to be actually configuring this menu I found online. So probably one of my biggest downfalls ever when making a server has got to be like GUIs and menus and anything of that sort. When I'm doing that stuff, it's draining, makes me tired, and honestly that's the point where I quit. But I decided, I would use that one or two chances where I'd be able to get something online and have something pre-built to save me some time. So I'm actually just going to show you guys kind of me changing it to the way I want the server to be. But yeah, pretty much all of it just took, about 30 minutes, but I'm just going to go and speed it up as well. And without further ado, let's go straight into that clip. So one thing I actually did not go over with you guys is that I actually set up a bungee cord network. So I was originally going to go with like a standalone OP lifesteal server, but I ended up just going ahead and just like, screw it. Let me just go and do it. And I actually set up bungee cord for the server. So we can see I have a couple options. I can actually select the server here or otherwise click the event server, which is kind of just like, a test server. I can enable flares on, blah, 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 fire launcher. I feel like this is pretty fun. And then underbutt, if you want to just have random fun, you can actually just spam the heck out of this. But we have some NPCs. I'm going to go ahead and click on the NPC. Load up the resource pack. I'm basically just going to show you guys some of the small things that I did not show you already. Some of the things we will be working on in the next video is actually kind of the MC model. So I want to incorporate pets and cosmetics. I'm also going to be working on this leaderboard, which is probably going to be for Battle Top. That's probably going to be my goal. I also have to configure PvP. I've already configured it to the point of, you know, when you enter, you get a message in your chat, and then staff also get a message as well. Or if, like, for example, if you accidentally fell down here, you go straight back to spawn. And then a couple other small things that I set up was obviously the farm. One thing I'm gonna set up eventually is probably gonna be this crate right here. It's gonna be like an event crate. Like, for example, right now it's August. I'd probably be close to setting up a Halloween crate pretty soon. And then I still have to work on the prizes for Synergy and Mythical. So we can see there's nothing in here, nothing in here. This is not even a crate yet. But daily is done. I try to make it as balanced as possible. As you can see, pretty just basic enchants. And then Vote Crate, some of the rewards are not showing, but there's just extra lives for lifesteal. And then you get gold apps, gaps, emeralds. There are diamonds as well. And crystals, diamond armor with prot 1 and breaking 1. But yeah, everything's honestly pretty cracked. Considering this is, you can get this every single day. Same thing with this, and it's all free. And then this crate's gonna be just like a rare crate or a basic crate. It's gonna be a key off for that as well. So if this crate was actually configured, you in 20 seconds I'd be getting one of those keys. So like I said, essentially 1, 2, 3 free crates and only 2 paid crates. That was kind of, you know, my goal. Obviously, you know, the reality is that you need some sort of, you know, income. Like, I'm obviously going to be incorporating cosmetics and pets and anything of that sort. And that's going to be my main stream of revenue for the server to keep it running. But obviously, you know, everything can't be free. So I feel like that's just like a simple, you know, nature of a business. Any business can say they want to be free. Like running a website, like you can run it for free as long as you try. But there's going to be some point where you're going to have a roadblock, like where you need to incorporate ads on your website, or you need to incorporate a membership on your website, or anything of that sort. You know, but we have to try to make it as, you know, fair as possible. One of the probably the things that's the only thing really kind of fighting the idea and really telling me not to incorporate this is because obviously it's a gambling metric. So that's the only really downside of crates, other than, you know, the fact that you can buy it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of the small things that I've been working on. I'm going to go ahead and actually segue into a cinematic of the wild and the mines. And then without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into that. Alrighty, we have reached that part of the video of where I say goodbye to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a really long video, but you know, it took a long time and a lot of effort to actually put this video together, and I felt like this would be actually a really good video to come back to making videos on my YouTube channel. Like I said, it's been about a month of making this video, and it's been about 2 to 2.5 days of actually on the server making stuff, so that you guys can see what it's like making a Minecraft server. And if you guys were to take anything away from this video, not only just the content itself, but if you were to take anything away from it, I would really hope that you take that making a Minecraft server is possible, and it is possible with not a lot of time and not a large budget. You know, I work full-time and I go to school full-time, and yet, you know, I'm still able to make these videos. I'm still able to make this video, even though this video is 40 minutes long, and I've been on this grind for over a month now. Like I said, anything is possible, you guys. Even if it seems like these big servers are crazy, like in production, they have a whole team, large budget, you know, etc., etc. Just want you guys to know it is possible. But without anything else to say, I hope y'all, like I said, enjoy this video. If you did, please, it would mean the whole world to me if you like this video and subscribe. If you want to see anything else from me to add to this server, leave it down in the comments. I will be reading those, and I will make sure I consider implementing those in my next video. And like I said, next video is going to be more of the specifics, like MC models, pets, cosmetics, etc., and kind of just cleaning up the mess that I have made along the way, just to make sure that the server is operating. And like I said, I hope y'all have a nice day, and goodbye.